Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyushu here, and now, before I do continue, let me just say a few things. You guys are seeing 5 videos pop up on your feed, and the reason why there's 5 is because Blaze Hollow of the Blessed Heroes kept winning a goddamn coin toss. Now, Blaze, if you're watching this, you got fucking lucky. I controlled the coin for most of this shit, and he still won. He flipped for the other half. That's the reason why there are 5. Some of these ideas I was very adamant about. I'm still excited for the other ones, but there were clearly some favorites of mine. Now, he can tell you that much. Anyways, with that being said, I'll be treating this as a part 1 or a part 0 to anybody who is watching. And after New Year's, I will be picking the series that has the most views to turn into an actual continuation, aka picking up with a part 2. Now, with that being said, I do want to begin. We'll start with Izuku Midoriya in his early life. Izuku himself is not very fond of pro heroes, even though at one point he had the idea to become one. But that idea quickly changed. Izuku Midoriya was the son of 2 pros, somebody with telekinesis and somebody with super strength. And that meant quite a lot. Whenever he was younger, his parents joined the same agency, and they began to work as partners. And it was good, up until an incident that killed both of them. And Izuku, he was left alarmed, without family. And this hurt him both. He was orphaned before the age of 10, and Deku didn't know what to do. He thought about being a pro, being a superhero, and living up to his mother and father's legacy. However, now he's not sure. After he got put in the system, he began to learn a lot more about life. People teased him, people laughed at him, but people also became aware of his particular quirk. Deku's been trying to nurture it and learn more about it, but there have even been some points where he thought about not using it at all, not relying on it, and not helping out. But Deku, he can still help out. He can still do quite a lot. And that was where he got the idea to try and become a cop. However, there's only one problem. Pro heroes are basically police officers, so if he does want to get anywhere, he has to actually work his way up, solve cases, be more boots on the ground, and maybe go through some schooling. And it began to lead to Izuku getting put in a bit more of a role of a detective after some time and some effort. And Deku, whenever he started as a detective, he quickly began to try and show what he was capable of. And people, they started to understand. This guy is working hard, and he's helping people. And we do currently have a particular case right now. Pro heroes dealt with quite a lot. They took in the villain, and they got him taken down. And right now a car would pull up. Deku stepping out of it and bring his hand up. Him going to look around and think about a lot. Him currently walking over and seeing some pro heroes. Deku looking at them a bit annoyed and turning back. Bending down to see the current scene. It looks... Okay, a quirk was involved in this. Metal? No. Let's see. Store down the road. Definitely was involved here. But the person, victim, no. Suspect, maybe. Being a victim of this crime, though. What has he got? What has he got? Someone walking over and asking if Detective Midoriya knows anything already. If he has any leads, or if he's just thinking out loud. No, I wasn't. Listen. I'm trying to figure this all out, okay? Is he a victim? We're not sure. We're still trying to at least ID him. Things aren't exactly good, especially after the shot was fired. Hmm, true. It'll take some time to piece together his ID. And identification? No. That's what leads us to believe that he may have been a, you know, robber, someone involved in this. Others say they saw a guy with wings fly off, but they didn't get a good look at him. They think he was carrying a bag, but he could have been carrying another person. Though, we did find evidence a few blocks over. Evidence. Yeah, we did. Dago turning his head and looking underneath the car. Him seeing something. Before he does have someone turn, walking over. Him going to actually bring his hand down as a quarter would roll up and into his hand. Currently, it fling up into the air as Deku does a turn. Him staring at it. It's clean, brand new, and there's more change on the ground. Was there a blast of some kind? Uh, Not really, no. Why do you say that? So he fired a shot. Was there anyone in the air? Anyone following? Anything happening? None as far as we're aware, no. Though, why are you asking? The victim had his hands like this. They could bring his hand up, and showing he had his hands close to his body. But he's wondering, is it possible he dumped something into the sewer? Izuku bringing his hand down, and looking down, trying to focus for any object he can pick up and at least see. And currently a hero does actually walk in. Them going to come back and ask exactly if they found anything. They get turning his head and seeing Midnight standing there. I'm a bit more annoyed. And he does actually stand up, walking over and asking exactly if there were any other pros on scene whenever they should stop the robbers. Yes, there was. There was me and another person. Though they already left. I assume you want to talk to me then? I'd like to know exactly if they had anything else on them. Right now, it's believed that this man was involved as, well, one of the perpetrators. But how many were there? There were 3. Okay. So that at least opens it up. The possibility that he was carrying a bag or a person. It's possible there could have been a shrinking quirk. No, wait. Okay. Herc, I just want to ask if he's, here to help. I'm the detective on this case. You are? Yes, I am. Now, I'm asking you questions and I want to get some answers. I want to know exactly what happened here and know what I'm dealing with. Alright? If those people are out there, they can still do quite a lot of harm. Though, I want to know, did any of them get hit by your quirk? What's your ability? My ability? I'm Midnight, the R-rated hero. Yeah, never heard of you. Listen, hey, I know I'm popular. I know at least someone knows who I am. You're saying you don't know me. I don't, no. Now listen, I just want to know what happened here, and we can figure this all out. I've already given over to one of your officers in a statement, alright? Listen, I don't want to deal with you. Well, Miss Pro, that's not really up to you. I still need a statement. Her a bit more annoyed, and telling Izuku exactly what she heard. Exactly what happened. One of the guys was hit with her quirk, but they didn't immediately go down. That's what she does know. So if that person has her quirk in their system, that must be the guy she hit. Though, she's pretty sure something fell out of his pocket. You don't know. No, I don't. There was gas everywhere. My ability is essentially knockout gas. And, well, yeah, the area was covered in it. I see. Okay then, that's a bit concerning. So with the file, please report and at least make people public. If there was any wallet or items dropped on this road, they need to be turned in. Ask questions about that, see what they can do there. See if anyone knows anything. Check the local shops. See if someone turned in a wallet. Okay, they can submit a report there and go on from there. Deku gonna turn, and telling the pro that that will be all. And Deku gonna walk away. Currently, Midnight, a little bit more angry. She knows that she's not in the top 50, but she sure as shit knows that she is popular. She's very popular. And this, it does annoy her. Though right now, she doesn't really care. Her going back to patrol and trying to enjoy what should have been the rest of her lunch break. Now, there actually is Izuku, who does get back to the office and begin to sort out quite a lot of things. And currently, whenever somebody, they do should ask him about if he wants to go out for drinks later, he'll get a look up, talking about it. Yeah, he's willing to go. Listen, he's just got a lot of things on his desk to do. Some of these he can sort out tomorrow, but still. He'd rather get it done early, at least before he has to go out. Besides, he doesn't at least like being a desk jockey. Whoa there, Detective Midoriya. You can only go out if you're working a case. I know. I've picked up a case. So, I'll handle that tomorrow, along with submitting my reports of the current situation. Alright? Whoa. Just take it easy there, man. Sorry, I'm just still in fucking work mode. Tired and exhausted, and I need to get something to eat later. I might just eat at the bar. Don't have a girlfriend that can cook for you? Me and my ex have been separated for some time, dude. Oof. Sorry. Whatever. Listen. Me and her didn't really work out. She didn't like my attitude. I'm pretty sure she didn't. Listen, how about you just forget about heroes tonight, man, and have a drink, get some food in ya. You know, take a load off. Hell, head home and crash at your place. You got the weekend off, right? I do have the weekend off, yeah. Now what should I really do? Head to the bar, get plastered, head home. Well, there is that one bar not too far away. He can head there. If he does need to, call a ride. Or even just walk home. Not that far. His apartment's not that bad. Okay, well, as long as he doesn't have trouble with the key in the elevator. That going through his mind. And Izuku, he does go to head out after work. Right now him and some of his buddies getting to a bar and beginning to drink. And there currently was Midnight, who is off duty and ready to just talk about today. Currently, her, Aizawa, and currently present Mike all sitting at the bar and talking about quite a lot. Rum Hero, currently Midnight, talking about it. She's just saying, this guy was a prick. Like, heroes are supposed to be helping. And he said she fucked up. She tried to take them down. But one of those guys had an air quirk. Plus, their wings didn't exactly help it. The situation wasn't good. Yes, a guy was killed, but he was a villain. They know he was a villain. they got a confirmation of his identity today, and they're still figuring out how to track those other two down. Listen, I'm just saying, you're really hung up on this. Yeah, whatever. So, I'd love to stay, but I do have to work tonight. Oh, come on, Shoto. Are you really just gonna leave? Yeah, come on, Aizawa. Besides, you really saying you're gonna skip out on hanging out with us to go to work? Can't you just call out? I could, but I prefer to work at night. Not a morning person. Okay, Mike, maybe just let him go. Can you not call me Mike here? Oh, shut up. Besides, this guy didn't know who I am. I'm pretty sure if that's the case, then no one here knows who we are. Her turning her head and looking around. Currently, her staring at a guy sitting at a table. And it's that guy. Aizawa gonna leave. And Mike, he does his own turn. Him going to try and convince Shoto to stay. And this does mean quite a bit. And currently there actually is midnight, who does somewhat sit there at the bar enjoying her drink, but still giving a bit of daggers to this guy. Though she can sort of understand being angry. Maybe it was a weird day at the office, a bad day. Maybe. He looks a bit better though. A lot more relaxed. Though they got here not too long ago, and if she's right, that table was there already. No. Thinking back on it, there was a table there. He was probably up in the bathroom, at the bar, maybe playing pool or darts. Okay, no. No, her mind's in work mode, not civilian mode. Come on, just whatever. Deku turning his head. And currently, he does go see a woman staring at him from across the bar. And this, it does sort of intrigue him. Her looking away and turning her head. And Izuku, he does this look back at his drink. All the guys talking about it, asking Midoriya what's wrong, and if he really can't hold his liquor. Deku holding up his glass, talking about it. It's not that. It's I took over at the bar. What is it? She's staring at me. Right, yeah, she is. Sure, Midoriya, whatever. Deku turning his head. And one of those guys will do one thing. They're gonna get up and refill their glass, along with even ordering a drink for the woman sitting at the bar. And this does mean quite a bit. Currently Midnight sitting there, as she does, could have the bartender walk up and sit down another drink. Her looking at that a bit confused. I didn't order. Guy across the bar. Her turning her head. The man bringing his hand up, and Deku still somewhat sitting there, staring at that chick. At Midnight, she does this wave back. The guy waving at Midnight, as Deku still doesn't sit there. Him turning and talking about how maybe he can get lucky and get her number. And Izuku is gonna tell him, maybe not. Oh, come on. You're saying that you can get her number? I'm saying that maybe you shouldn't. Besides, she walked in with two guys. Ah, really? I think one was her boyfriend? Don't know. But it's a possibility. Then again, she looks a little... Why do I feel like I've seen her before? It going through his mind. And this, it does have Deku a little intrigued. However, he does not shake it off. Plenty of people have purple hair. Maybe he's confusing her with somebody else he saw today. Or maybe... who gives a shit? I'm gonna knock back a beer. And currently, all of his work buddies do begin to slowly split off. All of them either heading home to their wives or heading home to their apartments and their girlfriends. And Izuku, he won't sit there. Currently, him and another cop talk about a few things, as the bartender will go to call for a last call. And Deku, he won't stand up. Right now, him a little steady, him a little unsteady. He is sufficiently fucked up, and right now, he has a lot going through his mind. Though, he does want to head home and crash, not set his alarm clock, and get some damn sleep. It does sound pretty good. And Izuku, he does go to walk over. Currently, midnight, walking away and paying her tab. Deku, going to do so, as he himself does head to the bathroom really quickly. He does have time to get home. And after Deku does get to do so, he does get to walk out of the building. Currently, him turning his head and seeing a few guys. Currently, them talking to the lady up from earlier. Deku turning his head. And Midnight doesn't stand there. Her with her hands up, expressing to all of them that she really is fine. She doesn't want anyone to escort her home. Fact is, she's perfectly okay. Oh, come on. Pretty lady like you. Besides, maybe we can all have a little bit of fun. Midnight a bit annoyed, looking at this man a little angrily, and telling him to back off. Or what? Deku could actually bring his hand up, and currently the men do go to float up into the air. As Deku, he has to pull them in backwards. Them a lot more surprised as they do go to actually hang upside down. And Midnight does stare on. Deku walking up and expressing. The lady did say she wanted to be left alone. So, he'd say leave her alone. Besides, he could still charge them with harassment if she does want to press charges. And the men do stare at Izuku, talking about how they're gonna call a goddamn cop on him. And Deku would talk about it. Well, that's funny. What a coincidence. Him pulling out his badge, expressing. He is a detective, so he'll save them the trouble. The fact of the matter is, he's willing to let them off with a warning. Though, at the same time, he really should charge them. They seem to be very aggressive. Though, at the same time, he's still willing to just kick the shit out of them and not report this. Teach them a bit of a lesson. Maybe throw them in jail for the night. That one does sound pretty good. At midnight, Deus doesn't stand there, watching the expressions on these men's faces change. And Deku talks about it. Okay, him turning at midnight and asking. Ultimately, it's her decision. Does she want to press charges, or does she want him to rough them up a bit? Huh? I don't suggest that one. Might lose your badge, officer. Well, who said I'd use my hands? Besides, I can only really be charged if I do hurt them physically. But right now, they're just floating there effortlessly, upside down in the air. So, what do you say, ma'am? What do you want to do here? Because I give them a slap on the wrist, though they might not like it. I'd say slap on the wrist. Then again, I could have defended myself. I'm sure you could have. Though, Izuku will bring his hand up, and beginning to swing around his finger, the men spinning around in circles. And Deku, he would have somewhat set them back upright and set them on the ground. The men angry, and some trying not to lose their lunch. And a man goes to turn to Izuku, him bringing his hand up and swinging on him. And Deku does not stand there, the man smashing his fist into the wall as he does so falling into a trash can. And Deku will get a turn, watching that and staring back at the woman, talking about it. He'll walk her home. It would make him feel a lot better if she got home safe. Oh. Officer, that's not necessary. Besides, you're at a bar just drinking. You're not on duty? No, I'm not. Then again, I'd like to work on getting you home, seeing if you'll be okay. One of my buddies bought you a drink. Disregard him though. He's something, you know? Awfully kind officer. No need. I just want to make sure that people are safe. And alright. Maybe you should become a pro. Pretty powerful abilities. I'd I'd rather not. Currently her a bit more curious. The look on his face went a little sour. Like he threw up in his mouth a little. Maybe he did. But at the same time, she's also curious about this then. He doesn't like pros. Okay, so. The two are gonna start walking. And she would try to at least push on this a bit. Trying to ask the question about why he's, you know, a pro hater, so anti pro. I wouldn't say I'm anti pro. It's a lot happened in my past. What happened? Girl break your heart? Is that why you don't like pros? It's not that. I've had plenty of problems before. I'm sure you have. Although I don't think your wife will appreciate you walking a girl home. You know, some things happen. I'm not sure if you're getting the right idea about me. What do you mean? Usually there's a part where we get to my place, I invite you in, and you expect something of me, right? No. No. Listen, I'm just concerned about your well being. Sure you are. I really am. My parents are pros. Oh, yeah. Raised me to have some good morals. Then they died. I've been around a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I just want what's best for some people. I've seen what some people can do whenever things go bad. Listen, can you blame a guy for actually caring? Hell, do a little bit of good, and I can go to bed with a clear conscience and wake up with a hangover. Her turning to Zuko, and Ghost would stop. They go turning his head. What? This is my apartment. Oh, alright. They go to turn and begin to walk away. And Midnight is still a little bit more intrigued. Wait, seriously? Nothing? Wait, no. She mentioned a girlfriend, right? And he said, no, wait, no. Why is she thinking about this guy being single? No. He's an asshole. But no, wait. Shit. Don't do it. Hey, shit. What's up? Could I give you my number? You know, so you can check on me in the morning. Hmm? Sure. Currently, Deku walking back over, and he would go to pull out his phone. Her taking it from his hand and seeing the background. It a little plain, but at the same time a little silly. Her typing it in and then putting in her actual name. Handing it back over and, somewhat, patting him on the arm. Talking about it. He's an interesting guy. Though, what's his name? Oh, Izuku. Nice to meet you, Izuku. Listen, I appreciate it. So I'll see ya. See you around. We're gonna turn and walking away. It's a little weird, but the guy doesn't recognize her. He seriously doesn't realize that she's a pro? Okay, so that's a little strange. I mean, she's had relationships before, but they've never really, gotten serious. I mean, it's hard to be in a relationship with a girl who can put you out of your, you know, just be an actual knockout. Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but she feels like she made a stupid decision. Getting involved with a cop? Well, not the stupidest thing she's ever done. Maybe just talk to him. See if she can change his perception, change his mind. Maybe tell him that she's a pro. Yeah, no. If she does that, this guy might just block her number. It passed through her head. And currently, Midnight does think about a few more things. Currently, her stepping out of the shower and bring her hands up. Her tying her hair back after getting it drier with a towel. And this does mean a lot. Currently, her putting on one of her favorite sweaters and lying down in bed with a lot going through her head. Maybe she should talk to somebody else, another pro, somebody involved with her agency. Maybe. That's a little weird. Maybe ask her mom? Yeah, asking her mom about relationship advice at almost, almost 3 in the morning. That's a bad idea. Currently, her thinking about a few things before going to finally fall asleep. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And that is all 5 videos. I do hope one of the good series get picked. Let's be real though, they're all good series.